Guys, we need to talk. I don't think I can play FPL anymore. I've had enough. This game is not good for my health, bro. It is not good for my health. FPL Game Week 4 was full of nothing but endless pain and endless suffering. As you guys can see, we got 46 points this week, which simply wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. I'm probably going to get another red arrow, and it's looking like back-to-back red arrows. Guys, I've had enough of this game, and I've had enough of this team. I'm sick and tired of everyone apart from Erling Haaland blanking. I'm sick of it. Erling Haaland's back must be aching right now because he is carrying this trash team on his shoulders. He's carrying this awful team on his shoulders. Him and Raya are the only good things about this team, bro. I've simply had enough. Raya clean sheet, absolutely love it, man. He's probably going to get bonus points as well. And Erling Haaland, captain. This guy is an absolute beast, bro. He is just FPL royalty, FPL gold at the moment. Erling Haaland, round of applause for you, my friend. An absolute round of applause for Erling Haaland because he is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Honestly, words can't describe how much I love this guy, and he is definitely worth that 15 million. I'll tell you guys that right now. Erling Haaland is worth that every single penny. He's worth it. But guys, let's talk about this. You know what, João Pedro, I'm not gonna lie, João Pedro, I didn't expect that to happen. No one expected João Pedro not to play, so it is what it is. It's fair enough. I do expect him to play the next game, and funnily enough, we had Amad Diallo on the bench first sub, so I'm not too mad about that. But let's talk about Rodrigo Muniz. Let's talk about Rodrigo Muniz because I've had enough of this absolute fraud. This guy is the biggest fraud I've ever seen, guys. He's the biggest fraud I've ever seen, and I've had enough. I've had enough. He got benched versus West Ham. He flopped in the first game against Manchester United. He flopped against relegation footer Ipswich. He flopped against relegation footer against Leicester. And now he got benched against West Ham at home. Guys, Rodrigo Muniz has to go. It's as simple as that. He has to go. Rodrigo Muniz, you're gone. You, my friend, have to go. It's as simple as that. I can't do it. I can't deal with this guy anymore. Look at this, man. He's just flopped. He's just been stealing a living in my FPL team, and I've genuinely had enough. I actually want to transfer this guy out. I'm going to be honest. You guys already know I said I do plan to wildcard in Game Week 6. I was thinking of rolling the transfer for Game Week 5, but I'm going to be honest. I want this fraud out my team right now. I want this fraud, Rodrigo Muniz, out my team right now. I want to punt on someone like Dominic Calvert-Lewin, or maybe even someone like Jamie Vardy. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I really want to do that, guys. I really want to do that because I've had enough of Rodrigo Muniz. That guy is stinky, and he has to go. It's one of two things. If I keep him, he gets moved to the bench, or I sell him. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, guys. But yeah, I just honestly, I'm sick and tired of seeing Rodrigo Muniz in my FPL team. But Morgan Rogers, another fraud. He's been hyped up to oblivion. And I'm part of that. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm part of that crew. I'm part of that crew that was hyping up Morgan Rogers to be some sort of up-and-coming FPL beast. Great value, always 5 million. Everyone go and get Morgan Rogers. No, this guy's a fraud. He is on fraud watch as well, I'm going to be honest, because he's not delivering the goods. Yes, he may look good on the eye, but FPL is purely about goals and assists, and Morgan Rogers, my friend, you are not delivering that. You are not delivering the goals and assists. I honestly, I don't care if you only cost 5 million, because at the end of the day, you're starting in my team. Week in, week out, you're a starter in my team, so you must deliver. And right now, you are not delivering. I've genuinely had enough. I've actually had enough again of Morgan Rogers. Again, he's flopping against terrible teams, bro. Leicester away, relegation footer. Everton at home, relegation footer. One of the worst defences in the Premier League this season. And Morgan Rogers still fails to deliver. It's simply not good enough. Yes, he had more chances this game against Everton at home. He probably could have scored, but at the end of the day, if coulda, woulda. If buts and maybes, like, it doesn't matter. The point is, he is not delivering goals and assists. Morgan Rogers, I'm not gonna lie, you have probably just maximum one more game in my team. Maximum one more game, and I might even bench you for next game week. I'm gonna be honest, because it's just not good enough. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. This guy is on fraud watch, and he's been overhyped. And I apologize, guys, because I'm not gonna lie, I was also giving props to Rogers. I was also telling people to get Rogers, and I take full accountability for that. If I made you put in Rodgers, I am sorry. I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology because this guy is on extreme fraud watch, guys. I'm going to be totally honest with you. But Mohamed Salah, of course, guys. Let's move on to Mohamed Salah. I didn't own Mohamed Salah for the first 3 games. I did not own Mohamed Salah for the first 3 games. And of course, the moment I take out Saka and bring in Mohamed Salah, oh, of course, Mohamed Salah doesn't want to score. Of course, Mohamed Salah doesn't want to assist. He plays like an absolute scrub. It's just typical. It's just typical. You can't win. I can't win. It is just typical, and I'm sick and tired of it, bro. Every time I take a player out, every time I put a player in that's in form, they just blank. It's just typical. It literally is just typical, and I've had enough. I mean, I took out Saka and he got an assist against Tottenham while Salah blanked against Nottingham Forest. I mean, I didn't expect Nottingham Forest to beat Liverpool at home. I'm not going to lie. It's just very frustrating, though. It really is frustrating. I mean, I had Jota, who we'll get onto in a second, because I am... Honestly, guys, I'm so annoyed with Diogo Jota. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I didn't expect Liverpool to lose that game. No one did. It's just one of those things, I guess, but it's just so annoying. It really is frustrating because Salah was in form, bro. I didn't have Salah for his 14-point haul. I didn't have Salah for his 10-point haul. I didn't have Salah for his 17-pointer against Man United, but the moment I bring him in, he wants to fail. The moment I bring this guy in my team, he blanks. I just honestly can't be bothered. And then Anthony Gordon, once again, I've just finished watching that game. And yes, he almost scored. He hit the post. It was a great run. Skip past 1 or 2 players, and then he looked to bend it round into the far corner, and it hit the post. Very, very unlucky. But all in all, it just wasn't good enough once again. All in all, I'm very sick and tired of watching Newcastle because I'm still not convinced. Yes, they won the game, but realistically, I'm not going to lie. I mean, Newcastle aren't just good to watch on the eye at all. They're not convincing me. They really aren't convincing me. And I'm still, even though João Pedro wasn't in the squad, I'm still very happy I took out Alexander Isak because I'm not convinced by Newcastle one bit. And again, Anthony Gordon, he's another one on fraud watch, to be honest with you. One goal contribution in 4 games is just simply not good enough. It's simply not good enough. I mean, I actually thought my team was good for this week. I really, really did. But clearly I was wrong. Clearly, I was wrong, guys. But let's talk about Diogo Jota. Let's talk about Diogo Jota again. Another fraud. I mean, I'm really disappointed with Jota. Because, you know what? I'll tell you guys this. In previous seasons, I've always gone for Jota when he's fit and available. Because he usually delivers. He usually gets those goals and assists. But this season, he's not doing that. He's just simply not doing it. He's not doing it. I'm fed up. I'm actually fed up. Back-to-back red arrows, and I'm looking at my midfield and I'm looking at these players like Jota, like Gordon. And I expected these guys to step up. I expected these guys to give me the goals and assists, but they're just failing miserably. They're failing miserably. All Jota has done has got 1 goal and 1 assist in 4 games. That's not good enough. Not when you've played Ipswich, Brentford, a crap Man United side, and Nottingham Forest at home. That's simply not good enough. He even got subbed off on the 59th minute. Just to add salt to the wound, he even got subbed off against Nottingham Forest in the 59th minute. Guys, I'm not going to lie. Jota is another one I want to take out. I mean, I think I'm definitely going to wildcard in Game Week 6. Maybe when after I've cooled down a bit, I might decide against it. But if I could wildcard in Game Week 5, which I can, but I don't think it's the best decision to do, I would definitely wildcard in Game Week 5. Like, I really want to wildcard because genuinely... they're all frauds. Everyone in this team is just a fraud. I'm not gonna lie. Erling Haaland is the only good thing about this team. I mean, let's talk about Fulham. I'm not gonna get mad at Robinson. I'm really not. Robinson is just unlucky, but I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely seething. I was raging because Fulham had a clean sheet all the way up until the 94th minute. I was celebrating, bro. I was looking at the bonus points. I was rubbing my hands. I was like, yes, get in there. Robinson clean sheet. He's probably going to get bonus as well. Happy days. And then I checked my phone. They concede in the 95th minute. The last kick of the game. I mean, come on, man. Why can I not just get lucky I mean, not even luck, but can I just please get a bit of luck? Can I please get something to go my way? Is that too much to ask for, FPL? To the FPL gods, is it too much to ask? Is it too much to ask for a Fulham clean sheet? Really? I mean, guys, like seriously, bro. Seriously. A clean sheet all the way up until the 94th minute. And somehow, some way, the game ends 1-1. I mean, I just give up. I actually just give up. I really do give up. And of course, Trent Alexander-Arnold in there as well. I mean, Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's done nothing but great things for me throughout this season. In fact, this is the first time Trent has blanked. All right, so I'm going to be honest, Trent, you're not a fraud. You can join Erling Haaland and Raya as players that aren't on fraud watch in this team. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Okay, because logically thinking, Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's done just fantastic things for me. And again, he's been really unlucky not to walk away with some goal contributions in the Premier League so far. He really has been unlucky. So yeah, it's really annoying that he conceded this week. But you know what? I'm still happy with Trent Alexander-Arnold as an FPL asset. Pedro Porro, I don't know. This man is so attacking. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. Spurs were really close to a clean sheet. And I think they did defend relatively well against Arsenal. It was pretty unlucky to concede from a set piece in the way that they did. But that's been one of their weaknesses. I mean, Spurs from set pieces are awful. They're one of the worst defensive teams from set pieces in the league. It's been proven. The data is there. Spurs need to fix up from set pieces. Because I'm not going to lie, in open play, they defended pretty well. I wasn't too, honestly, I watched the game and I was pretty confident of a 0-0. I mean, once it got to half time and it was 0-0, when I started, after watching the game, I was like, you know what, Arsenal, they were a bit sloppy going forward. Saka, although he got the assist, he wasn't too involved. Martinelli was poor. Havertz wasn't great. Arsenal going forward, yes, they had their moments, but I wouldn't have been surprised if the game ended 0-0. I really wouldn't. And again, I feel like I've been pretty unlucky here. And look, Porro as an FPL asset overall, I'm 50-50 with him. I am 50-50 with him. I think he's just... The thing is with Porro, he is so good going forward. He is so good going forward, and he offers that attacking threat. So I don't think I'm going to take him out. On wildcard, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know at the moment. But Pedro Porro, it's a tough one. He's got a good fixture in game week 5 against Brentford at home, so he'll definitely be in the team, and I hope he can deliver. But I'm not going to lie, I'm just sad. I'm not even angry about this Arsenal-Tottenham game. I'm just sad because I feel like that game had a high chance of ending 0-0. Both teams weren't really creating clear-cut chances. I mean, Spurs didn't really create anything much, really. I mean, Solanke had that chance, but he couldn't get the ball out of his feet. Raya made a few saves, but, they weren't massive chances. So, it's just annoying, man. Guys, I'm just upset. Man. I mean, 46 points. Yes, I've got Amad Diallo to come off the bench. I mean, 6 points I'm going to get. So I guess I'll go up to 52. And then I think I'm going to get some bonus points from Raya as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to get 2 bonus points from Raya. So all in all, that's an additional 8 points, which will put me on 54 points. But I don't think that's good enough. I still think I'm going to get a red arrow. Guys, 2 game weeks ago, I was ranked at about 200k. And then now I'm down to 880k. Guys, I'm a fraud. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I've never claimed to be an expert, but my lord, I am on extreme fraud watch. As an FPL manager, I am on extreme fraud watch, guys. I'm going to be honest. I really am. I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I think wildcard in game week 6 is definitely a possibility, but I'm going to be honest. Let's have a quick sneak peek for game week 5, right? My team looks pretty good on paper, right? Of course, I've got Raya, Raya playing against Haaland, but other than that, on paper, my team looks pretty good. But does it look pretty good? Because Rodgers, you say Wolves at home is a good fixture, but Rodgers is just a fraud. I'm going to be honest. Gordon, Fulham at home is a pretty decent fixture, but he's just a fraud. Jota, Bournemouth at home is just a good fixture, but again, he is just a fraud. I mean, it looks good on paper, but when you realise these guys are just frauds, they're not good enough. Sorry, my camera. I got to fix my camera. They're just not good enough. So, yes, fixture-wise, the players look good. But form-wise, this team doesn't look good. Because none of these players are really in form, apart from Erling Haaland, if we're being honest. And maybe Mohamed Salah. Because Mohamed Salah, it's been his first blank. But other than that, I don't know how to feel about this team. But I'll tell you one thing for sure, guys. Rodrigo minutes will be on the bench. He will be on the bench next game week. He will either be on the bench or I'm taking him out. And if I take him out for, let's say, a Dominic Calvert-Lewin or a Jamie Vardy, then that means I bench Rodgers 100%. It means, let's say I transfer Muniz out for Jamie Vardy. I'll put Vardy in the starting 11 and I'll bench Morgan Rodgers 110%, guys. But yeah, man, I'm not going to make any rash decisions, all right? I'm not going to do it, but my head is hot right now, man. And I really thought my team was good, but right now it's not looking like it is. But yeah, I don't think there's much to really uncover to be honest with you, I mean, Brighton 0-0. I only had João Pedro and he wasn't in the squad. Amad Diallo, thankfully he got the assist. I'll definitely be starting Amad Diallo next week, 100% guys, 100%. And on wildcard, I think I'm going to keep Amad Diallo and I will get rid of Rodgers, 100%. Yeah, honestly, my head is just hot. I mean, I generally don't know how the average points was so high. Like 38, I feel like was really high for this week. I mean, who's getting points? Because I generally don't know, unless you've got Erling Haaland, Watkins, where else are you getting points from? Because Palmer flopped, Saka, okay, cool, he got an assist, but Havertz flopped, Son flopped, Saka only got an assist. Where is everyone else getting these points from? Please enlighten me, because I generally don't know where people are getting points from in FPL, because the average seems to be pretty high. But yeah, guys, it's been an absolute disaster this week. I think I'm going to end it there. Yeah, just a little FPL rant, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I hate losing. I hate doing bad. When I get a red arrow, it does hurt me, all right? I don't like getting red arrows. I only like to see green. Green is beautiful. Red is disgusting. And right now, I'm seeing too much red. I'm seeing too many red arrows. And yeah, it's not looking good, man. But things need to change. Yeah, things really need to change, guys. But yeah, I think that's going to be it, man. This team absolutely stinks. I've had enough. I'm going to go and just have some dinner and relax for the rest of the evening. But yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. Let me know down below in the comments how many points you got for Game Week 4. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then, I'm out. Peace.